Hi, everybody. Something very strange happened, in terms of a surprise disconnect where it appeared I was temporarily deleted for the whole account got deleted for a few seconds. Um, I have, I wasn't able to resume the same broadcast, but I've started a new one and I will hopefully see more people in it. I'll try to let me see. I'm going to try to record it as well and try to just append this to where the last one left off. Give me a second here. Hopefully see more people. But I will yeah. Give me 1 second and I will resume very soon. I'm just going to give time for people to join. I have shared it out with where some of my previous folks were. And let's see what we can do with that. I'm a little surprised, but hey, here we are. And the point is, this is what happens when you break reality. That's right, Bonton. Hi. Um, I'm just waiting for people to come join me again. I don't have a lot of stats going on about what else is happening over here. I'm just trying to see if anyone else has joined us. I only see one person watching right now, and I had about 8 people before, so I'm just going to give it a few, and then I will also try recording it and see if I can just edit the video itself that originally happened to stick the recording on the end. Wild, yeah. Uh, all it told me on my end was the chat disconnected and couldn't reconnect, and then I refreshed my channel and my channel was dead. So that's scary. We don't like it, but I'm glad that YouTube fixed it before I even had to go through resolution with them. So thank you, YouTube. Yeah, it happened at the 1 hour mark. That was extremely weird. Um, I mean, bizarre. I don't think that we said anything or did anything that should have flagged it, but I guess sometimes people need to have physical eyes on a horror game. Um, I'll just give it one more minute here. Kind of funny, actually. When you break reality and you're trying to start a new timeline and then your entire account glitches out. I don't know what to say about that one. Just giving it another second to see if anyone else is able to come rejoin us. I'm seeing 4 viewers, which is awesome. Hi, everyone. This is, in fact, a whole new timeline now. Yeah, sorry, reality itself shattered. I guess I will. I've given it a little time. I might as well, I suppose, get back into it, and anyone who's not able to come back can catch up on the VOD, which should exist. So hi, yeah, the account glitched for a second there. I'm going to continue with the diary that I'm reading. Another day at the library, nothing of interest. I also love that we broke reality apparently at nothing of interest. Bored, I'm about to give up. Excited! The newspapers finally mention a Daniel Svensson. He was apparently arrested for the murder of a young woman in Vedtor. Uh-oh, Daniel, that's who we were just playing as. Information is scarce. Her name was Stina Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She had been stabbed multiple times. The library should be open longer. Hopefully, I can find any reference to his supposed year walk. The motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many details. Apparently, Stina was going to marry a Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas's parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning, just 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday. After all, there is a great tragedy behind this. The press seemed to have lost interest in the case after a while. Found nothing today. Maybe ES can tell me something. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a lot of time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar rune stone that seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking. He could not tell how. Want to check it out. Went to the library again in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed, I had. I found another article. Feeling upset and a bit sad. Borrowed the article just in case. Perhaps there is more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtorp. Arrived in Vedtorp. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. It's a rather depressing place. To be fair, the weather would not do any place justice. The hotel is empty besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers who are a bit on the noisy side. Must ask chef for the veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Have the feeling that I will find something major. Just got back from the archive. An interesting place. Sadly, it's only open 4 hours a day. It's understandable since I was the only visitor. Possibly found the files I need. Tomorrow, reading, and lots of it. I knew it! The archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. On New Year's Eve, year 1893, Daniel Svensson did indeed year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I have just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. Could not sleep last night, too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew that he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk. Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as ramblings of a madman. Poor boy. There are certain elements that are new to me. Must write them down in detail later on. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin Sol Sorton is briefly mentioned in the protocol. We'll ask around about it. Hope it still exists. Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. Asked for the directions from every local. Most people have never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there until the 60s. From then, it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there 1 summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned. Nobody has lived there since. The old man's nephew owned the land. I asked the old man if I could pay it a visit. He didn't think there was anyone who would mind. The cabin is situated deep into the forest. No sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought, could not enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it might have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be more or less in mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Tonight I need whiskey, and lots of it. I need a sip. Went to Vedtorp Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. The place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. He showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. The almost unlikely somber epitaph read, "In memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand." Depressing. Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. The priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. Weather has been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive, had trouble concentrating, tried to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. The clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently, there was another murder case in Vedtorp in the early 1890s. Alice Remison drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned the children in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous! Think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church. Strange date. The runestone ES talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station. He drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone for a long time. Almost gave up. Found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had the strangest sensation of looking beyond. Beyond what? The feeling lasted for some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. The stone is old. Might predate Christianity. But I fail to see how it is connected to year walking. Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church, not remarkable, but there is something about it. Feel that the church and the stone are connected somehow. Found the box when I unpacked, had almost forgotten about it. It seems to have some lock-like construction, but I have yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbol suggests that it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Maybe ES knows something about it. Decided not to tell ES about the box. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Uh-oh, Theodore. Busy week, classes and meetings. This faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams ever since I came back from Vedtorp. Let's party, Theo. Dreamt I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly, the sky lit up, and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. So I'm writing down those stars. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones were withered and old. Woke up and have been feeling rather queasy ever since. Read an account of a year walk by a man called Romedal in an old book I came over in a used bookshop. Romedal's story is a little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel's sticks out. It haunts me. Held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended it. They ridiculed me in front of the students. Another strange dream was doing my homework, was stressed because the oil lamp was running out of oil, and when it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. The lamp burned out and everything went black. Woke up soaked in sweat. Did I skip? No. Must remember to buy groceries. Fiddled with the box. I have no clue how to open it. Frustrating. What jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are. And they will undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something my hand has written. They wouldn't understand anyway. The thought of what is inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I found nothing that resembles it at all. Having more strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. Is here walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? ES believes so. Not so sure. Dreamt of the runestone. Was in the forest outside Vedtorp. Miss Bowman was walking up to me. I was very afraid. She said that I had been a bad boy and broken the rules. Before I could defend myself and tell her I didn't mean to be naughty, she withered into dust. Found myself in front of the runestone. The Grimm's eyes glowed at me. Woke up. Hashtag academia. Find myself thinking of the stone. What does it mean? How is it connected to year walking? What did people do in those woods? Do not feel like sleeping tonight. Drinking coffee and watching TV. If I stay awake, those dreams will stay away. Could not understand much of my students' presentations today. Must sleep. Someone is watching me all the time. Got an email reminder to deliver the texts for the game. Wrote 7 or 8 pages. Hopefully it's enough. Waiting, don't know for what. Have a feeling that something is on its way. Received an odd email today. Got over 1,000 of these during last night. The emails seem to have stopped when my inbox was full. Don't know what it could have meant. Maybe it's a prank by my students, but they seem too unimaginative to come up with something like this. Don't think it'll end here. Hi, Diane. Is it some kind of threat? Called the priest, told him of my plight. He said that Vedtorp sometimes has a strange effect on people, but it rarely lasted. Do not think he understands. I was going to ask him about the box, but decided to hang up when he suggested I should see someone. Woke up last night, heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards, panicked. Managed to pry up some of the floorboards. The screaming stopped. Yeah, I wrote down that shape. The Watchers, the Night Raven, the Huldra, the Brook Horse, and the Church Grim. There might be others, cannot be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind? The Watchers, because they watch, that's what they do, but is it all they do? Year walk equals system error. Year walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye, and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? How can you bend time and space? Got in a heated argument with ES. He is surprisingly scornful of my theories. Must remember that he is an old man and he might not be as open to new ideas any longer. He claims that it's impossible to gaze into the future. The future isn't set. Nothing happens until it happens. Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I am not sure they are playing according to our rules. Yeah, normal end of semester things. The Watchers are more than they appear, and less. They are real, yet they are unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and chair exist. How do I know these things? Are they my thoughts? Am I writing this? I certainly didn't draw this, and yet it's right there in my notebook. Suspicious shape. Watchers or antibodies? Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. Held another lecture, the last one for a long while, it seems. It's been decided that I need a break, but it matters not. Have more important things to do. I've been an idiot. Someone is playing with me. These shapes, it's the same as on the box. Did someone see me take it? Tried the symbols I have received, but the box remains shut. There must be more coming. Woke up last night. The telephone rang. Answered. Could not hear anyone. Hung up. It rang again. Answered. Could hear someone speak on the other side. Could not make out what was being said. The voice was too far away. Hung up. It kept ringing. Cut the cord. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Don't want to go out there again. Too many know who I am. If you break the rules, there will be consequences. Wish I hadn't cut the cord to my phone. I need to hear a human voice. Don't dare to go out. At first, I didn't even notice. One of the paintings in my living room has been replaced. Boop. Boop. It must have happened during the 30 minutes I slept. Cannot let my guard down. Someone was here. Or something. Will the antibodies come for me? Am I a virus in the eye of the universe? He's doing great. Again, I think this might just be academia. Boarded up the balcony and all of the windows. Nothing can come in now, I hope. Shouldn't be possible, but someone was here again. I'm definitely being threatened. There was a knife on my kitchen table. Old, but sharp. I realize that the knife is his. We are connected. The church is central to this, and yet it is not. Perhaps the church itself is not important, but rather the energy of the place. Perhaps the gate is always there, but it's not a gate. Gates are meant to be open or closed. This is a rift in the fabric of the very existence of everything. But why allow it? Why does the universe or God or someone not shut the gate? If we're not meant to do it, why let us? I can hear the heart of the universe beating. This is also the experience of not sleeping enough. What is happening? Feel like a worm under a big boot. I feel the shadow hanging over me, waiting to get crushed. She sings, and I shall follow. She is trying to fool me. That I know, but I must get closer to her because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of it all. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Daniel survived all the watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the temptress, brought the innocents to the pale horse, unearthed the parasite, and finally faced the master of them all. But yet he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? Was he doomed from the start? Am I doomed? Is the future set, or can it be altered? Must help him. It's the right thing to do. There is a bond between us. Might have figured it out. 5 watchers, 5 symbols, which means there is one more coming. So tired. Can't seem to hold my thoughts for any period of time. Should probably eat more often, but I must resist. It's important that I come prepared. The heart beats stronger, but I will break it and see beyond everything. In the end, it was the nature of man that got Daniel. Must free myself of all desires. That's how they get to you. Can love really be a weakness, or is it strength? And the poor girl. It just seems unfair. Is there anything I can do? If the future can be altered, why not the past? Am I playing the part of the fool in the cosmic play? And if so, to what purpose? Disconnected the microwave oven just in case. Feeling absolute terror at the possibility there is no purpose, no rhyme, no reason to any of it. Why me? The only way I can help him is if I break the rules. It will come at a price, but what do I care if I can rise above it all? I need a sippy. Saw her lifeless body. She is beautiful even in death, have been crying ever since. It all seems so needless, so cruel. Ready for anything, don't care anymore. It's finally here, the last one. Woke up with this in my palm. Try to wash it out. It's a tattoo. Tested them all in different kinds of combinations, but I could not figure out how to do it. I must sleep. I will open that box tomorrow. Of course, so simple. Rotate the wheel and release when the symbol aligns with the grim, in the order they were delivered to me. But why was it empty? I thought it was Daniel all along. I thought he was here, but it cannot have been he who sent me the password. It doesn't make sense. If the box is empty, it means it must be filled? I still do not understand who set the symbols. If it wasn't the boy, then it must have been the Watchers. But why? Are they toying with us? Helping us in some perverse, twisted way? From the get-go, he was doomed. They got him at the very thought of year walking. But I think the girl can be saved. I put everything he needs in the box and locked it. I will leave it where I found it, where all of this started. If my mind is set on this, does it mean that I'm doomed too? The rift is open. It wants me to go through. Packed my things. I wonder if I will come back. It's all sorting. It's cold here. Wish I could light a fire, but I must do it right. Surprised how calm I feel. Only hours remain. It's midnight. That's the full journal. And now I have a code for the box. Let's put it in. Upside down triangle. I'm surprised he didn't get this because this is just a rotary phone. Happy New Year, Christy! The first item in the box that I, Daniel, am opening is the note that I will be executed for given the death penalty for having killed Stina if I go ahead and do it. Warning, trigger warning, there is suicide mention. I'm not reading this aloud, but he is saying that if he was going to die anyway, then he should have done so first so that she didn't. You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born, yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time, the impossible made possible by year walking. But the Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge, and they want their sacrifice. I wish there could be another way. I am sorry, but for her, there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. And objectively, one death is better than two. And that is Yearwalk. A game that takes folklore and puts a real meta spin on it. Thank you so much for joining me for this, and Happy New Year to all who have joined me. We've got an exciting year planned. I mean, planned is a bit overstating it, but there's lots of games that we want to play that are new to both of us, and a lot of games that are old and favorites of both of us as well. I'll just let this get to the end of the credits, and then I will be ending the stream, but Happy New Year, everyone. I'm looking forward to a wonderful time playing games with you all. I don't have any immediate next plans for when I'm playing. I'll probably do another off-stream play of the next part or two of The Last Door in the next day or two. Since it's the holidays, my schedule is sort of based on when I am free, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you all soon.